Now, staying on the topic of the legislator, over the past few days, I've certainly been, my inbox has been flooded over questions of whether there might be a special session this summer having to do with all this talk of the Raiders possibly moving to Vegas and a certain casino owner who would like some tax dollars to go toward construction of a stadium. How do you feel about that potential August special session?
Well, look, I don't know the details of the deal. I am aware that the Raiders are looking to relocate, and I know that Las Vegas is one of the cities that they are considering. And I am aware that there is talk about building a stadium here in the state of Nevada, particularly here in the city of Las Vegas. And look, I am all in favor of building a stadium. I believe that if you build a stadium, we're able to bring professional sports to Nevada. It helps bring culture. It helps bring unity to our community. But the big question is who's going to pay for it? And I think that's for us to determine. But again, at this moment, I think it's still somewhat premature to start talking about a special session. But I would like to see the details of the potential deal before I can make a decision whether I would support a special session or not.
Yeah.
But what I do want to say though is this: Sheldon Adelson is a billionaire. He is worth billions of dollars, and I believe that he has the money if he wants to build a stadium to be able to pay for it from his own pocket. He is spending all this money in congressional races, trying to buy congressional seats and U.S. Senate seats all over the country. Why not invest in a stadium that he really, really wants? So I believe that this would be a good investment in the future of Nevada. It will help diversify our economy and bring culture to our city.
Yeah. Now, on economic development, certainly in recent years, we've heard a lot of talk about diversifying the economy here in Southern Nevada. What do you think we can do going forward, and what do you think you can do in Congress to aid in those efforts so that Las Vegas is no longer seen as a one-trick pony?
So look, Nevada needs to diversify its economy, and I think we've taken some good steps forward. Back in 2011, I was the chairman of the Economic Development Committee, which was the committee tasked to begin the process of diversifying the state of Nevada. We have for so long depended on tourism, on gaming, and on mining, and for a moment we had construction as well. Well, when the recession hit, construction went away, and and now we're only dependent back on those two industries, mining and tourism. And so what we did in the 2011 session is we passed a bill to create the Governor's Office of Economic Development, which is called GOED. That is the office that has now been actively trying to persuade businesses to come to the state of Nevada, such as Tesla, such as Faraday. And these are businesses that are not only diversifying our economy, but are also creating thousands of jobs and are going to be stimulating our economy for years to come. And so I think we've taken the steps in the right direction. We need to continue investing in manufacturing type of jobs, in IT. There's no reason why Nevada can't compete with Silicon Valley in bringing some of those businesses here. We have a much more friendly, business-friendly environment, and I believe that we can entice a lot of those companies to come to the state of Nevada. So these are just some of the ideas that we have. And now at the federal level, I want to fight to make sure that we pass an infrastructure bill to be able to rebuild our bridges, our roads, our deteriorating buildings. This can put people back to work, and it could help our economy as well. So, we've taken a step in the right direction, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Now, speaking of diversity, this district is probably one of the most diverse in the nation in terms of, we have some of the richest communities and some of the poorest communities. We have urban communities and rural communities. We have, immigrant families and families who've been here for generations. If elected to Congress, how would you aim to balance all the interests here in Congressional District 4?
Well, look, I like to tell people that, you know, CD4, the 4th Congressional District, is a microcosm of Nevada. You know, this, as you said, you know, it has urban and rural. It's majority minority. So, you know, you have about 40% Latino population, 20% African American, 5% Asian. You have, you know, ranchers. You also have, you know, all the folks out here in the urban areas. And so this is a microcosm of the state of Nevada. And I believe that, you know, we need to elect somebody who looks like the district, who not only looks like the district, but also understands the issues of the district, because I actually lived those issues, right? When we talk about minimum wage, I've been on minimum wage. When we talk about being unemployed, I've been unemployed. When you talk about losing a home to foreclosure, I've had a home foreclosed on. So not only have I lived in this district and grew up in this district, I've also faced the same issues that the people in the district have. And so I believe that we need somebody that can actually relate to the issues of the district, and somebody that can give this district a strong voice in Washington, D.C. Because look, let's face it, the congressman that's there now does not reflect the district. He is against raising the minimum wage. He's against equal pay for equal work for women. He slashed the Pell Grants twice already. He's against immigration reform. You know, he does not support affirmative action. And these are things that Democrats have fought for so long. And I believe that there's a stark contrast between the current representative and myself, and that's why I believe that I'm best positioned to not only represent this district, but also to be a voice of the district.